Tonight, we're tracking continuing chaos on Capitol Hill as Republican lawmakers have now put forward a second potential House Speaker. But will he get enough votes to take the top leadership position? Plus, we're taking a look at a new local business and the name, yep, might just make you do a double take.
And I'm tracking increasing clouds tonight. Slight chance of showers, but warmer temperatures this weekend. It's all coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. It is Friday the 13th. We're going into a big college football weekend here in Washington, but tonight a very visual reminder of what happens if you get behind the wheel after one too many. Mabton police say a car drove right into the Yakima River around 8:15 last night. This happened on the Sunnyside Mabton Highway, which is State Route 241, where WashDOT is in the middle of replacing an old bridge. State Patrol says 3 people in the car were able to get out safely and get to a local business to call for help.
The reporting party stated that the occupants were wet or bloody and had been drinking.
Now, we're told they're not badly injured, but the WashDOT has signs up and a barricade across the road. Officials say it appears GPS might still be sending people on that route without realizing that the bridge is gone.
We do have some contacts at both Google and Apple that we've reached out to let them know that we would really appreciate them putting the closure information in their applications. But again, that's not always a guarantee.
Well, this is one of the reasons it is so important to pay attention to those road closed signs and don't try to drive around them, regardless of the circumstances. Now, as for the bridge replacement project on the Sunnyside Mabton Highway, WashDOT says it started this summer and is set to continue for the next 2 years. After 3 years in the Richland area, the police department's traffic unit is back in business, ready to hand out citations to reduce the community's driving-related offenses. The department was asked to reduce contact with the public and pull back on enforcement during the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the Richland Police Department, since the traffic unit's drop in 2020, speeding, collisions, and roadway fatalities have all increased. They say it's because Richland's traffic enforcement wasn't what it used to be.
Richland was a very proactive police department, and we had to kind of backpedal on that a little during 2020 and the time after there. And since then, we have instituted this traffic unit in order to combat that and to get back to where we used to be.
RPD's traffic unit focuses on 3 key pillars: education, engineering, and enforcement. And officers tell us, while education and engineering were maintained, enforcement slipped away. Since the traffic unit has been back on the streets, RPD says they've noticed a significant change in driving behavior.
I've noticed personally, just anecdotal evidence, that the speeds are quite a bit lower than what they were just a few weeks ago. So when we're relying solely on education, although it's nice and it feels good, unfortunately, it's nature of the beast with our job that we need to issue tickets. The tickets have a lasting effect on driving behavior, and unfortunately, drivers are a lot more apt to remember getting one of those than a friendly warning.
Well, they hope to see their increased enforcement lower street crime as well. We're going to talk more about what brought the RPD's traffic unit back into business and how they plan to combat the increase in speeding and collisions coming up on Good Morning Northwest on Monday. We're going to talk about your weekend forecast. Before that, we've seen some really just roller coaster of weather lately. Stacey Lee has a look at what's ahead.
And the roller coaster continues. We have a fairly nice night tonight. We are seeing increasing clouds, and we do have a slight chance of a stray shower tonight. We have traffic moving along nicely on I-182 tonight. 67 degrees on our Dust Devil Giza Skycam. Our winds are light at 9 miles per hour, and our sunset at 6:14. Let's take a look at our temperature trend. Again, we're going to drop down into the 40s by late tonight, early tomorrow morning. But look at our daytime highs, and again, we're going to see increasing cloudy skies tomorrow. This will be important when we start talking about the eclipse a little bit later. But again, temperatures on the warm side, close to 70 degrees. Now in Yakima, it's going to be pretty cloudy and overcast most of the night with a stray shower possible there, and those temperatures increasing to the mid 60s. So get ready for chance of showers late tonight, overnight, or early tomorrow morning. Early 60s and low 70s, upper 60s and low 70s, I should say, for our temperatures into the weekend. And get ready, we've got more rain showers headed our way next week. Lots to get to in that First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We're tracking developing news in healthcare tonight as thousands of Kaiser Permanente workers here in Washington have voted to approve a strike as early as November 1st if they can't reach a contract with the hospital system before then. Union officials say they want a contract proposal with pay raises and a plan to handle staffing shortages. Now, Kaiser Permanente Washington healthcare workers are not part of the nationwide group that walked out last week over wages and staffing levels. Unions representing those workers said this morning they've reached a tentative agreement with Kaiser. Union members are expected to vote on that proposed deal next week. Less than 24 hours after House Majority Leader Steve Scalise decided he would no longer run for House Speaker, Republicans have now selected Representative Jim Jordan as their pick to take the top leadership position. Now, Jordan doesn't have united support even within his own party. And this afternoon, Democratic leadership slammed the GOP's choice.
House Republicans have selected as their nominee to be the Speaker of the People's House the chairman of the Chaos Caucus, a defender in a dangerous way of dysfunction.
He'll get there. I don't see a problem with him not getting there. I think, look, people have been here a long time. We've now elected a speaker designee. I think people can go home, be with their family, come back, and, you know, he can be able to talk to those that doesn't, and I think we'll be able to get there.
That was former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy giving his take on the situation. But you heard it there. We're not expecting a vote in the House tonight, so it will probably be next week before we get to see a vote on the next House Speaker. And Congress can't take any action related to what's happening in Israel until the House elects a speaker. The situation there is getting more intense. Israel declared war last weekend after an attack by the terror group Hamas. Now, Israel is warning around 1 million Palestinians living in the northern half of the Gaza Strip to get out. They're expected to launch a ground invasion in the near future, although that has not been officially announced. So basically, instead of the airstrikes that Israel has been carrying out all week, they'll be rolling in with tanks and troops. Again, official plans for a ground invasion have not been announced. And while many airlines are refusing to fly to and from Tel Aviv right now, the United States has chartered flights to get Americans safely out of Israel. And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, whose office says he is the highest-ranking Jewish elected official in U.S. history, is planning to take a group of lawmakers from Congress to Israel this weekend as a show of support. Now, globally, oil prices are inching upwards again, although AAA reports gas prices at the pump have been going down this week. Analysts say the rise in oil prices is happening because of ongoing concerns that the war in Israel could spill over into other Middle Eastern countries, which is where a lot of the world's oil comes from. But last week, oil production here in the United States set a new record at more than 13 million barrels per day. Now, that's in contrast to the Biden administration's efforts to focus on green energy and to cut carbon emissions. Today, President Biden announced 7 regional hubs for manufacturing hydrogen fuel. Those hubs will be in Appalachia, which was historically coal country, Texas, that could eventually expand to Louisiana, traditionally oil country, 2 in the Midwest, 1 in California, and 1 called the Pacific Northwest Hub, which will impact eastern Washington, Oregon, and parts of Montana. Today, Washington officials celebrated the news.
To have approximately $1 billion to invest in a tremendously positive job-creating enterprise is always a joy. This is not just anybody's old hydrogen. This is green hydrogen. This is hydrogen we intend to produce through electrolysis so that we do not have pollution coming off that would increase climate change gases.
Now, the Department of Energy's announcement could also boost the clean energy research already underway at WSU's Institute for Northwest Energy Futures. University President Kirk Schultz said WSU is pleased to have been able to lend its expertise in the creation of the Pacific Northwest Hydrogen Hub proposal that was just granted, adding he's hoping to play a critical role in forming the green hydrogen economy. Locally, a new breakfast restaurant has opened up in Yakima's West Valley with an interesting name. They serve everything egg, from tacos to burritos to brioche buns. The business is owned by a Davis High School teacher who says he's been overwhelmed by community support and is fulfilling his dream of working with kids outside the classroom. Many of his employees are high school juniors or seniors.
It's been a learning curve for them, but I'm just really thrilled that they're getting an opportunity. For most of them, this is their first job. And it's really great that they're coming out here and doing so well.
Now, this business is open every day from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. This month, they're saying $1 from every Red Bull drink will be donated to fight cancer. It is Friday the 13th. Spooky season is officially underway, and that means haunted houses. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell got a sneak peek inside the haunted house at Mad Hatter's Haunt in Union Gap ahead of their opening tonight.
This year's theme is Renaissance, and just for opening weekend, there's a full-on Renaissance fair, complete with goblins and fairies, medieval food, and a chance to get your fortune told. Plus, games like axe throwing. The haunted house also Renaissance-themed this year. Adventurers battling obstacles in the quest to find gold inside the dragon's lair. But it's also for a good cause. Local organizations, including student groups, send in volunteers and get a portion of the proceeds to go to various causes.
Definitely it's a good cause. All these kids are working towards things, right? Sela bands, they want new uniforms.
This year, about a quarter of those proceeds will go to help animals at Josie's Misfit Ranch. Again, the Renaissance Fair is just for opening weekend, but they will have the haunted house going on for the next couple of weeks, Thursday through Saturday, and then various days the week of Halloween. Reporting in Union Gap, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. Well, we're talking about your forecast. Nothing to be scared of, but you might want to be indoors a little bit, taking a live look outside. Beautiful sunshine, but will it last? Stacey Lee is tracking what to expect for this weekend, coming up in your first alert forecast. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5, ESPN's College Game Day is at the University of Washington as we are heading into a big weekend for college football. We're talking about that next.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch, and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Is Medicare planning the last thing on your list? If you're approaching retirement age, contact the professionals at Stand Fortier Insurance Services and get answers to all your Medicare insurance questions. Let Stand Fortier guide you through the Medicare maze. Stand Fortier Insurance Services, bringing clarity to the complex.
If you want to lower stroke risk from AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem, there's a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
Next DT. Hi, I'm Justin Long, and we're on the set of Goosebumps. So I'm going to show you the set. It's very spooky, so come along. Entertainment tonight. Da-na-na-na-na.
Next DT. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back. It's a big weekend for college football in Washington. We've got a rivalry game in Seattle and the Cougs returning to Pullman after their first loss of the season on the road against UCLA.
There was a lot of small things that we have to fix, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why we lost last week. So as we were watching film, we pointed out a bunch of stuff, a bunch of small details actually that we definitely have to fix in order to be victorious this weekend.
So they'll face Arizona at Martin Stadium coming up tomorrow at 4. Meanwhile, it's a big rivalry matchup in Seattle, Oregon at Washington. That's where we find ABC's College Game Day this week. Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit are looking ahead to that game.
We're going to learn a lot about Oregon and Washington, both prolific offenses. The game you'll call on ABC.
Yeah, fired up for this one. It's 3:30 on ABC. And again, two of the better quarterbacks right now, the way they're executing in the country. This is a very different game as far as what's at stake. And the defenses, with all due respect to their opponents, neither offense has seen what they'll see this Saturday.
All right, they are coming up on. We'll hear more from the College Game Day hosts looking ahead to Week 7 matchups coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And speaking of football, if you are heading to Martin Stadium in Pullman this weekend, I've been trying to really hone down that forecast because we are going to see some showers. Could see them early on, but by game time should be pretty good. Temperatures are pretty pleasant as well, but the showers will come back by the evening, so maybe on the drive home. So if I were you, I would just bring some gear, some rain gear, just in case you're at that game. Let's talk about our temperatures. I'm excited to show you these. We're hitting the 70-degree mark this weekend. I'm happy about that. And we stay pretty warm as we move into next week as well. Again, right at our average. So instead of dropping below and being on that chilly side that we've been dealing with the last few days, in Yakima, we'll see the same trend with temperatures right about the average through the weekend, close to 70, not quite there on Sunday. Let's take a look at our Dust Devil Giza Skycam tonight. Again, traffic moving along nicely tonight. I don't see any traffic jams. We are starting to see those increasing clouds tonight. 67 degrees. Our winds are light at 9 miles per hour. Our sunset at 6:14. Let's take a look at radar and satellite. A lot of people want to know about the eclipse, so we'll get to that. Here's this big band moving in. Now, most of this moisture is going to be contained to the coast and to the Cascade Mountains. However, some of those showers could slide on through, and definitely those clouds are going to be part of that system as it moves in. Now, the eclipse again passes right through Oregon, as you can see. So right on down here is its path. We're about the 80th percentile for being able to see it overall. But are the clouds going to cooperate? So we're expecting the best sights around 9 to 9:30 in the morning through our region if we could see it, but let's see what Futurecast says. This is it tonight. Again, those increasing clouds. Here comes those showers across the Cascades moving to the east. Again, seeing some stray showers moving through around midnight tonight and then moving on out. Now here's 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and Futurecast is showing us pretty cloudy and overcast. Maybe a better chance of seeing that in Ellensburg, but pretty cloudy and overcast through the area. Connell might even get a little brief clearing, and then we have more rain showers coming our way Saturday evening. So odds for seeing that are pretty slim, it looks like. More showers continue Saturday night at 10, and then those start to move out. Again, we'll see a little bit of clearing a Sunday morning, then we get overcast again, and more showers moving across the Cascade Mountains into the Yakima-Kittitas Valley, with a few showers possible in the Columbia Basin. So that's what it looks like as far as the eclipse goes this weekend. Increasing clouds, like I said, tonight with some stray showers late. Overnight lows, most of our area in the 40s, 48 Walla Walla, 47 Tri-Cities, 46 in Yakima. For tomorrow, again, those temperatures warming up close to 70 degrees, pretty warm in the foothills of the Blues tomorrow, 68 Tri-Cities, 65 in Yakima. Your 7-day planning forecast, that's coming up here in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We'll check this out. A Seattle-based developer is using mass timber, which is a type of processed wood building material, to build quick, simple homes. Green Canopy Node says they can take a home like this from design to finish within 100 days. Now, the company says actually creating the pieces and building the home takes a little over a month. And they say building the homes out of this specially processed wood is also good for the environment.
If you think about all of the wood that's in this building, it's like a carbon battery. We're taking it out of the environment and storing it so that it's not burnt, it's not wasted, it's not rotting and releasing methane, right? And we are designing these buildings to last, over 100 years, 150 years is our target.
Now, while most of these homes are being built on the west side for now, the materials are actually created in a plant in eastern Washington. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we are hearing from the Hermiston School District talking about test scores in the wake of the pandemic. We'll be right back.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
These dancing stars make me want to.
We're throwing it down with Motown.
So hot! I am melting!
Dancing with the Stars, live Tuesday on ABC and Disney+.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
If you've been considering updating your kitchen or bath countertops, be sure to attend the Costless Carpet Annual Slab Sale. This Saturday, Costless Carpet designers and fabricators will be on site. Every in-stock slab is on sale, with select slabs marked down up to 50%. Choose from a huge selection of quartz, marble, and granite slabs. Fabricators will only be on site this Saturday from 9 to 5. So bring in your plans and drawings for instant savings. Find your nearest Costless Carpet at costlesscarpet.com.
Well, we've been tracking it for months. One of the biggest tech deals in history is finally finished. Microsoft has now completed its takeover of Activision Blizzard. That means the creator of the Xbox now owns the maker of Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and other hit video games. Now, there was some concern from regulators that the merger would leave gamers with fewer choices and give Microsoft too much power to force gamers to switch to the Xbox. That's one of the reasons this deal has been going on for so long. But after a lot of restructuring, Microsoft was able to convince regulators to sign off. We're sitting down with school superintendents as we continue to kick off the school year, asking what the most important things are to school districts and what problems education systems are facing. Here's a look at what the superintendent sit down with Hermiston School District Superintendent Tricia Mooney had to say.
Student test scores just came out for the state of Oregon, and it's really easy to compare, for example, third grade this year to third grade last year. What we look at is cohort growth. So we're really looking down to individual students within the district and saying, how is this student making growth in this particular area? So that always is a goal for us with academics.
So coming up tonight at 6:30, we'll hear how the Hermiston School District is addressing funding and staffing challenges. You can also find the complete interview on our Apple Valley News Now YouTube page. We'll have a final look at your forecast when we come back, and still ahead on World News Tonight, Israel is warning residents of Gaza to evacuate as it continues its airstrikes against Hamas targets and now gathers troops at the border with Gaza for a possible ground offensive. Continuing coverage coming up at 5:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bath Fitter will remodel your bath in as little as one day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there. You know, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
All right, we've been talking about the solar eclipse for days now. It's coming up on Saturday morning. Parts of the United States will see a view something like this. Now, we could see the moon block out part of the sun, but Stacey, you've been telling us something a lot closer might block the view, those cloudy conditions.
That's right.
Here on Earth.
The clouds are moving in, unfortunately, for Oregon, where it's going to go right across them. In fact, we'll show you this eclipse path if we'll take you to the screen. You can see it goes right through, like from the top of the Oregon coast through the bottom part of the state. But we have a big kind of system moving through the area, which is going to bring us rain and cloud. And so anyway, there is a very, very mild chance we could see. And again, we're in the 70 to 80% coverage area in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and Yakima. I think that folks getting down like in Nevada, maybe in Arizona and Texas, of course, might have a much better chance of seeing it. So
we're going to have to look for maybe a live stream or somebody's pictures
to
get a glimpse of this.
Right. Call all your friends down south and say, hey, take a picture of that. But again, you're supposed to wear the fancy glasses, and they have them on sale at some of the local stores around town, right?
Yes, even when the sun is partially blocked, you still should not look directly at it, right?
That's what they say. So anyway, yeah. So that's what the deal is there, unfortunately. Now, if this had happened last weekend, we would have had an excellent view of it. But
well, at least it's going to be a little bit warmer this weekend than we saw last weekend.
That's right. So let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. Again, we've got, oh, there's your clips again. Let's take a look at Yakima there. Those temperatures in the mid-60s. Rain showers are possible. You do see those overcast conditions, and my Futurecast was showing a few showers coming through the area. Better chance of that on Monday. And again, those temperatures right about average for the whole week in Yakima. We have a little bit warmer temperatures here in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities, and then let's take a look at Walla Walla again. We'll see those showers coming through. So eclipse, I think. I don't think so.
All right. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
There we go.
Thanks, Stacy. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6. And of course, you can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.